Hey everyone, welcome to beautiful Red Bay, Alabama. We're in our demo bay at this point, and this is the brand new, long anticipated 2025 GH1. We have some very exciting announcements. We've got some final decisions have been made and are well in production. The units we'll show you today are the ones that are going to be shipping out to a dealer location very, very soon. So keep an eye out of what show you can go see. We'll be in Austin, Texas, debuting our first and brand new adventure bar, which I'm really excited to show you today. But also, that'll be April 27th and 28th at the Adventure Van Expo. You can see the brand new jump seat unit and our adventure bar unit there. And then we will be moving the adventure bar unit as well as an additional jump seat unit to the Adventure Van Expo in San Juan Capistrano on May 4th and 5th. So great chance in two different parts of the country to see these very first vans, see our very first adventure bar unit, and we just have a lot to show you today. Very excited to do so. So as we get started, you know, it's a wonderful Mercedes Sprinter chassis, the 2500. This is the new 4-cylinder 2023 or 2024 model year chassis. It's a fully loaded chassis. So you're gonna have everything from your 360-degree cameras, heated and powered seats, the larger display. You're gonna have that higher horsepower, electronic all-wheel drive, higher torque, and the new 9-speed transmission, which is a whole lot of fun, easy to drive, does a great job. You've got lane departure assist, crosswind assist, automatic headlights, automatic wiper blades. This thing is a true luxury vehicle, and now it's totally equipped for off-road. So it's gonna be exciting. All of our GH1s, a couple things from the aesthetic standpoint that you'll see. The new low profile roof rack is amazing with the single row LED light bar. Of course, we have this really nice hood wrap here that we put on. It's a product by 3M, great warranty on it. Gonna do wonders for you in terms of protecting the paint job for the long haul, and also as you're driving, not only does it look good, but when you're driving, it's going to cut down on that sun glare, which is a really nice feature. Inside the hood here, we do put a single ARB compressor, onboard compressor. You have a front chuck that's underneath here, very easy to access. Air your tires up, air them down. When you're off-road, you can air them back up with the vehicle itself. And there's a rear chuck as well. This thing is great to have on board because you paddle boards, mountain bike tires, kayaks, anything inflatable, rafts, tubes, all that kind of stuff. It's just a great equipment feature to have, and it comes standard on the GH1. As we move through here, you get the KO2 BF Goodrich tires with the Vision wheels. We have the Fox Shock 2.0 in the front. In the rear, we have the Fox Shock 2.5 with the Agile Off-Road double shear bracket. These are great suspension systems. We partnered with Agile Off-Road to tune this system to be perfect for the weight and the balance of the vehicle. Going to give you great on-road performance, phenomenal in choppy fire roads and little like smooth dirt roads. It just handles that high rotation extremely well. And what we love about this kit is because of our partnership with Agile, you can easily grow it into their Agile Rip Kit. You change out the leaf springs and you can really accelerate the performance, sway control with the vehicle. But you're gonna leave the lot with a van that is ready to go off-road. We have these new skid-resistant, off-road styled step plates. They are underlit, so as I step up here to turn on the lights at night, you see that nice LED lighting that's gonna be underneath your foot. You have your porch light on this side of the van as well as one on the other side of the van. As he pans up, you'll see that really nice Girard premium awning. It's a single touch operation. So you hit the button once, it runs out. You hit the button to put it in once and it runs in. You could stop it anywhere you want to. It has the wind sensor feature, so if a big gust kicks up and it rocks, it'll automatically retract. And then as a safety feature, the minute you start the chassis, that awning's going to retract automatically. So it's also LED lit, which is really nice. Set the right mood when you're at the campsite. Going to be good. While we're standing here, you know, you can't see it necessarily, but if we look down, one of the things that everybody's going to love about the GH1 is just the phenomenal ground clearance. All right, everything is tucked up high and tight. The exhaust runs out the back of the van. Your gray tank is protected with steel plates. You're going to get 14 or 15 inch clearance, and your low point on the van, it's not going to be where you think it would be with exhaust or, you know, an unnecessary piece of equipment, but it's going to be just your gray tank dump. And so even if you were to really jam that thing up, it's a pretty quick and inexpensive fix. You're not going to damage anything significant. These are on the 245, so if you wanted even a higher profile, go to a larger tire, that's certainly something you can definitely take advantage of. So a couple changes that have happened right here in the front of the van. So still got the whiteboard on the fridge, nice little feature, handy for notes and lists and encouragement for your whoever's traveling with you. We think it's kind of fun. You'll see we've moved the switches. So from the 2023 to the 2025, the switches have moved up, and this allowed us to eliminate what used to be the drop-in tabletop extension that you would stow in your headliner shelf. That's gone away, and now you've got this awesome solid surface countertop. You've got the extension, it's very durable, and then we put the induction cooktop underneath this. So everything is designed to fit, but it's a great feature. It adds a lot of interior cooking space, which we will show you. You're getting a sneak peek of the adventure bar. We're going to save the best for last, but you can kind of see from right out the gate, we do offer the jump seat option, and we'll insert some images of those jump seats that you'll see. That's going to be your standard configuration, but it is a no-cost option to move to the adventure bar. But staying focused, right here we went to a magnetic latch, right? So we've got this really cool kind of fun Easter egg with the Tiffin T, the new aggressive Tiffin logo there. It's a magnetic table now, nice and clean, very functional outside for cooking and entertaining. And we just love that magnetic feature, so we added that before we launched, and you'll see it in the new 2025 units that are coming to the dealership. I'll show you quickly a couple things to point out on the side of the van. So you'll notice the new decal. These are 3D decals. They look phenomenal. They kind of pop, but also you'll see this. This is a true rhino paint, right? And that's wonderful for protecting the van against sand and debris and salt from the highways as you're traveling around. But it just looks good too. Full paint match between the Mercedes panels, and it just gives you a really nice aesthetic. As we kind of come to the back here, you'll notice the GH1. It's a great logo, looks sharp and mean, but it's also very subtle as it's just kind of a reduction as opposed to adding additional paint. So it looks good. In the back here is that 2.5. We've learned with Agile Off-Road that it's important to make sure we use that double shear bracket. You want that additional support. You want to get the correct geometry and alignment on that shock. So that is what you'll be equipped with. As we come around the back of the van, so it looks good, right? You've got that nice Tiffin logo on the right. You'll see that GRE AC, which I'm happy to tell you a little bit more about here soon. It is one of the best things to hit the adventure van space. So quiet, very low power draw, wonderful features. But we leave the back of the van empty for many reasons. If we put molly plates or boxes or spare tires or all this equipment on the back of the van, that forces you to have to make a decision and either use that equipment or remove it and have to deal with holes in the van. We know these are going to be customized, so we wanted the van to be clean and ready to go so that if you ski, you can put long boxes in. If you're real heavy off-road, you can put big, the tires that you need. There's just many options. We want you to be able to customize it. The hitch has tow rating of 5,000 pounds. And I will open up this. Actually, we'll show you before we get into the interior of the van, but just to give you an awesome look of how clean and wonderful this thing is. We got the new RGB LED lighting. Right now it's strobing 7 different colors, but it's any spectrum of the RGB, so basically every color. It'll pounce to the music. It's a lot of fun. But sticking to the back, this is where you'll have your black tank hose, and then of course that's that rear air compressor chuck. The other thing I'd like to show you right now is, as requested and debuted in the Tampa unit, is that city water fill. If you spin around here for me, Austin, what's really cool about this is you don't even notice it on the van, but it is a very functional external city water fill. No leaving the hoses out, you know, leaving your door open with your hose attached. No more getting water inside the van when you are, you know, working to fill up your tank. You can use this exterior port, which is really handy both off-grid or at a standard campground. Another few updates that we will touch on. So of course, a reminder, the new 2025s have got the lawn seal marine grade flooring. It's still no plywood in the van, right? So all composite materials on the flooring, all composite materials on the ceiling. You've got phenomenal waterproof synthetic wool insulation that is kitted into every compartment on this van. And the rear wheels are protected with hush mat, great insulation properties, but also you know, cuts down on the road noise. So we did take up, and as requested, we wanted to beef up the power. So now, standard GH1 comes with 540 amp hours of the Battleborn with the new 3000 watt Victron inverter. But if you get our max power option, you can actually fit 3 batteries in this compartment. It's a great addition. That's going to take you up to almost 10 kW of power. And with the new GRE AC, maxing at 1000 watts and really operating within the 400 to 1000 watt variation, you've really got just hours and hours and hours of operation for your new GH1. We added these switches, so this is just a consistent on. So if you are camping in cold weather, the van is completely insulated. As I mentioned, it's going to be nice and warm for you out in the cold. But you have onboard heaters in both tanks. So your freshwater tank, which is a 26-gallon tank, does have electric heat pads. Your gray tank, a 22-gallon gray tank, does have electric heat pads. And of course, lithium batteries like to stay warm and toasty just like us. And they have an onboard battery heater, and those kick on automatically as long as these switches are on and your inverter is on, your main power connection. If those two things are on, you're going to have the tank heaters kick on automatically at 40 degrees and your batteries kick on at 35. But let me show you real quick just how awesome this is. The work that the team went in to make everything clean and simple. This unit here is configured with the max power. So you've got 3 270 amp hour monster Battleborns with the brand new Victron Energy Multi Plus 2 inverter. Highly sought after components in the industry. Everyone knows they are proven, they are reliable, and they stick to that 12 volt tried and true system. And so with the power that you get, the longevity, and the onboard secondary alternator, you're going to be charging these things up quick. You can do it at idle, you can do it on the go. It's just a great system, and we know you guys are going to love it. So we do have a dimmer switch on the reading light in the bed area. That's really nice to have, especially at night if you're reading. You don't want that really high bright LED. Power for USB, standard and C. Everything is very comfortable mattresses, and the bed is rated at 800 pounds, so plenty of capacity. Another cool part that came with changing this electrical locker is you notice the powder coating. All the components are powder coated steel, very heavy, but look at the storage you have for kind of awkward things like our 30 amp plug. Used to be a little difficult to find a good place to stow that, but now you've got this really nice deep compartment here. Gives you a good place to put odds and ends and tools. Everybody's gonna love having that. Gets it nice and cleaned up and out of the way. And we've rotated our L-tracks so that you can put 2 mountain bike cleats in the front, completely set up so you can put your bikes in the van and keep them locked up. As we come around the side here, on the new Adventure Bar unit, one thing that you'll see is that we've changed the shape of the windows. These are double pane acrylic windows, still marine grade, very, very well insulated, great coverage, gives you nice cross flow in the van. And you'll see this really cool, fully welded, over 800 pounds you can hang on this ladder. Extremely durable, looks great. Still have the cassette toilet. And what you're looking at here is the exhaust for your new AquaHot. The AquaHot, I could do a whole video on just the AquaHot. That's how awesome this unit is. It's going to be your diesel furnace, and it's going to also be your on-demand continuous hot water. So the AquaHot is special in a couple ways. Number one, self-regulating at altitude. So it'll adjust the amount of fluids and flows that are necessary to keep the unit operating correctly at altitude. Does that automatically. The other thing is this thing only runs on about a tablespoon of diesel fuel per hour. So incredibly efficient system. It does have an electric heat pump, which is really good. So you can go diesel or electric. But 16,000 BTUs, absolute, 2 different heat exchangers inside the unit. It's going to smoke you out. And it's a true hydronic heat, right? So that's going to radiate the heat appropriately from top to bottom. You're not going to get those major changes in temperature. It's less than 5% change within the temperature, but you're also going to get the hydronic heat. So it's not extracting the moisture from the heat and just blowing in the hot air and dry air. It's going to be a more natural heating approach. So that true hydronic heat is a great feature. We used to have a 200 watt solar panels. We now have 220 watts of solar panels. Still by Go Power, great reliable equipment. And they mount on this side of your roof rack. So it still gives you an opportunity to put other gear on the top of the van. Another couple fun features that have come. So now the GH1 comes fully equipped with a light bar. As you kind of see, this thing is phenomenal. It is that single row LED, extremely bright in a dark environment when you're off trail. Very impressive, very capable. But we're also excited about our new chassis battery merge. So now you have this massive power system on the house side, and of course your batteries and your chassis. With the merge button engaged, you can do both things. You can use your chassis battery to jump start if you needed to, your house side, or more importantly, your house side to jump start your chassis battery. Very helpful. The batteries can collaborate and do what they need to do to make sure you're in good shape when you're off-road. There's your gray tank dump, and then as I mentioned, because the tank is nearby, fully covered and protected with a nice steel plate, which is really good to keep all your components protected when you're off-road. You'll notice the underlighting again, even on the driver's side. Really nice function, great looking van. And so let's head inside and I'll show you some more features. Okay, so some great upgrades that have occurred since the 2023 GH1. You're looking at these really nice solid surface countertops. They've got this cool shiny wave and flake in them. They're very pretty. Gotta love that solid surface countertop. The cabinetry is gonna be the same, still fully framed, fully aluminum, absolute durably constructed overhead cabinetry. Everything's boxed out and completed. Soft close with a nice little touch, very durable. Still have the roll left shades. I said I'd save the adventure bar for last, so we're going to. But I want to touch on the controls because they're laid out just a touch differently. So now we have the Victron system. This is a touch screen. Really nice, going to give you all the readings that you need for the unit. It's got this nice protective case on it. Here's your AquaHot controls. It's going to tell you to burner on, electric on, temperature settings. Of course, you've got your bed operation here with the key. These are all the lights in the van, nice and handy. You've got your sea level tank monitors for your fresh tank and your gray tank, and then your Go Power solar controls as well. So really clean this up, got that nice Adventure Tiffin logo on display there. And there's been many questions online. What is that? Well, that's your thermostat. So, or not the thermostat, but that's going to be the sensor that reads for your thermostat. The door, yes. So we love our new door. We've worked hard to come up with a good layout. Went with a nice split folding door instead of that bifold door. Still just wonderful features in this shower. Extremely durable. We double up the thickness of the plastics. We reinforce it in all the right areas. Creates a really nice, stable, and comfortable shower. Of course, it comes with shelves, so you can turn this into a closet. It's got a clothesline here that you can string across and hang towels or gear. And then we have the shower miser system. So shower miser system is very handy. It's a circulation system. So whenever you turn on your hot water here, you keep your shower miser turned off. You'll begin to circulate fresh water through your hot water heater. And this knob right here will go from blue to like more of a purplish color. When it does that, you'll know that when you flip your shower miser back to the on position, it's going to immediately dispense water. Why is that important? Well, it saves you from wasting fresh water and unnecessarily filling your gray tank. So it's got a great function that is in purpose. Still have the max air fan inside the shower, and then of course you're looking at a really nice max air fan here. The GH AC, so phenomenal unit. It's a 15 kW unit. It's got oscillating fans that push. It is a true variable speed air conditioner, so it's only going to draw the amount of power necessary to keep the temperature you want. It is absolutely whisper quiet. It is so much improvement from the previous air conditioner. You've got the heat pump built in, so now you also, in addition to your diesel furnace with your AquaHot, you've also got electric heat that will come from your air conditioning unit. Can't say enough about it. So happy and proud that we selected that. As we run the bed down, we have another feature I want to touch on real quick. Many of our customers have liked to raise the height of the bed. So you're already at about, I'm 5'11", on a good day, maybe 5'10" most of the time, somewhere in there, and it's coming to my hip. So can I get up here easily? Absolutely. But some people like to put bed risers in, keep their mountain bikes underneath the bed at night, and that does raise the height of the bed. So we installed a really handy step that you can get into the bed, very durable, easy to operate. You just step on that guy, get on here, get comfortable in the bed area, do your thing, and then when you're ready to get off, it's a nice easy step down, and you can pick that sucker up, tuck it right back in with a magnetic hinge. So let's talk a little bit about the headliner shelf. So now we have this really nice curtain rod, basically. Does great for towels, does great for shirts and things that you want to dry, but also it is a full curtain, right? So you could tuck a curtain back there if you're just jumping in the van, quick shower, quick change, and you don't feel like putting in all of your blackout covers, you can just close that curtain. Really nice little touch. This is where all the Starlink equipment lives. We have an external switch, so where before on some units, if you didn't want your Starlink equipment operating and utilizing battery, you could kill the breaker. But now we've got a switch here that controls the outlet. This unit right here. So this is how it will come. Pre-wired with Starlink already ready to go. 110. The router and the power supply gets screwed in that compartment, and then you're ready to go with your Starlink equipment. We do offer it optional as well, so you can already have it factory installed. But last but not least, we are very excited to talk about this adventure bar. So new to the industry, I haven't seen anything like this done. A lot of feedback. Tiffin, we're great about listening to our customers. And there's just many customers that absolutely love the jump seat and need the jump seat, and they go do things where they've got guests or kids. And then there are many that are living in these things full time, and they're traveling all over and working from these vehicles, and they wanted a really nice solution, and the jump seat really takes up quite a lot of square footage in what is only a 19-foot van. So we came up with this, what we call the adventure bar. It's truly like just a phenomenal setup for being able to add working from the road. You got your 110 outlet right there. You have a really nice place where you can take things like laptops and your mouse or a keyboard and tuck them away nice and easy. You got your chargers and things like that you could put down in here. It's very comfortable and easy to work from this location. I mean, I'm sitting here, I'm 5'10", and we've had many guys that are 6'5" come and sit, and they also, because you can adjust this chair backwards, you have this nice footstep here. But what is also great about this is because with the countertop setup, and I'm going to stretch things out for you so you can see, but you've now expanded to almost a gourmet kitchen environment, right? We've got a Keurig up here, but you could do blenders and mixers and tea and coffee. You could cook with your induction cooktop over here and then use your other kitchen as a prep area. So it's a great extension for the galley. Great extension from working from the road. I could picture someone having monitors set up right here with their keyboard and their mouse. So it's a great setup. I'm really proud of the team and what they've done. You got USB power right here. You have a 12-volt connection. You got a nice little breeze that will come in from your window and your door with your screens down. But then we talk about the storage, right? The storage solution on this is just phenomenal. No space has been, has been missed. You've got this great drawer down here, very deep, nice drawer, easy to put larger items in. We use these cargo nets that are very durable. You can see the quality of the net is really nice, but, and Austin, you may have to come in here and look and see the size, but full sleeping bags, microwave, toaster oven, anything large, towels, whatever you want to put. It's just a great, very large area for you to be able to put big stuff. So on this side, this area here is really functional for things like this. Tennis shoes or hiking boots, cups, pots, pans, games, your handy dandy hammocks, nice little blankie, play some Uno. I love Uno. So you've got this really nice strap system. Love it. Of course, your shower shelves are fully secured in here in a great stow location. And I could see with this compartment as big as it is, if you had your shower shelves in there especially, you might could put ski boots, very large items in there, which is really nice. And then of course this is going to be good for tools or a spice rack or whatever you want to put in there, quite frankly. You have all this versatility. It's just a thoughtful design, a great use of space. And most importantly, we thought through the maintenance side. So your AquaHot does live underneath this, just like it lives underneath the jump seat unit. You still have access panels that are behind over here, and you can remove this drawer and access any plumbing for servicing your AquaHot. What you got here is going to be all your breakers. You have an additional 110 outlet right here, and then this is going to be your fuses, which is handy. So kitchen style. Come on up here. Let me show them just how much space they have. So when you pull this countertop out, I mean, you've got the ability to really get after it, right? You can make cocktails or drinks over here. You got access to your fridge still. You can use a cutting board. I think you get the picture. I'm not a gourmet chef, but I think I could gourmet something up in the woods on this thing. Plenty of room to work. Gonna be a lot of fun. Really excited to get the feedback. So I'm looking forward to meeting you. Can't wait to debut this unit at the Adventure Van Expo. You will see them on dealer lots probably middle of May at the latest. They'll start arriving. So get fired up. Join our Adventure Series Facebook group on Tiffin Motorhomes. We have a group for the Adventure Series, so we're going to be posting videos like this and more information, answers to questions, stuff that we engage with. Be happy to take a look at that. And then, of course, there are other user groups that are forming out there that you should look for to join, get more involved in the community. A few things about us that you don't want to forget. Just because you're buying a Tiffin van, you're still a Tiffin owner. You're still in the family. And we offer the Allegro Club, so there are rallies, community events, education seminars, a ton of stuff. And you also now get a subscription to the RV Life Pro, which is kind of a fun, it helps you with route planning, safety, navigation, a bunch of other cool features that you can figure out online. So tons of reason to move into this GH1. Oh, and the 2-year warranty. So we don't offer it on any of our other products. We offer it on the vans. It's a testament to our belief that this is a phenomenally well-built van. It's going to be trustworthy out there in the wild, and we're looking forward to you getting it in your hands. So thank you very much for your time, and go get you a GH1.